In the BERNINA E16 software, we're opened up to the color sequence window, which allows us not only to assign thread colors to the color changes in our design, but we also have special commands. This happens to be an applique design, so we're going to be using the Applique Stop to allow the machine to stitch a placement line for our flower shape, stop, and then move the hoop out so we can place fabric into position. By using the Applique Stop, sliding it between the two color sequences, this now tells the machine that it will stitch the placement line, it will stop, roll the hoop out, let us put the fabric down, and then we'll press the start button and it will reposition hoop and begin stitching. The other stop that is available in the color sequence is just a pause command. It does stop the machine, as we do with an applique, but it does not present the hoop out in front. It just merely stops it for perhaps maybe a color change or to change a bobbin. Those would be applications for the use of a stop. So these great commands are things that we can do at the software that then commands the machine to perform and makes our sewing much easier on the BERNINA E16. In the BERNINA user interface, the software that runs the machine, there are some commands that we can put into the color sequence that give it some special capabilities. One of those is the Applique command. Now with the Applique command, we're going to be putting some color stops in between the stitching process. Now I have inserted one after a placement line for an applique design. So the machine will stop, it'll present itself, and allow me then to place fabric into the hoop. So let's see how that works. It'll begin stitching and it'll stitch that outline of the shape of where the fabric needs to go for the applique. When it finishes that process, then it's going to go ahead and move the hoop to the forward position, which allows me easier access to the interior of the hoop. Go ahead and position the fabric with your outline stitch, your placement stitch. Secure it into the hoop. Now that we have our fabric into position, we're ready to begin stitching the tack down.
BERNINA, made to create.